All right. So, hey, my name's Thom Sieloff, and I am out here on the space coast of Florida. And today I want to talk about the Vietnamese Dong. First thing you should know about me is that I am an investor. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a wealth advisor. I don't give financial advice. I'm an investor, okay? And there's a lot of misinformation about our investments, and I want to clear some things up. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this today. And yeah, so let's rock and roll, baby. I have been investing since probably 2014, maybe 2013. It started with silver. I was working at Speedy Delivery, delivering freight, and it was the worst job I ever had in my whole life. But who cares, right? I learned somewhere that you're supposed to pay yourself 10%, and my problem with that was I would spend it. Okay, so I started buying silver because silver is harder to cash in and harder for me to spend. Okay. So I just started stacking it, and I've been doing that ever since. I've been investing in real estate since 2016. Done some flips up in Chicago and done a lot of wholesaling in central Illinois and in Kansas City. And then down here in Florida, I've been in multifamily. I've actually been employed in the multifamily space since 1997, off and on. For the most part. So if I was to have one career and anyone asked me, hey, what do you do for a living? I'm going to say multifamily because that's where I have the most of my experience. Okay. But I've been in sales and marketing. Done so much friggin' research. It's not even funny. And in real estate, we're taught to do our due diligence before we enter into an investment. And that's really important because it's when you buy. You make your money when you buy. You get paid when you sell, but you make your money when you buy. And that is true for every investment. I've been investing in crypto since probably 2021, right around there. Actually started with Shiba Inu, if you can believe that, and I'm still a whale with Shiba Inu. Again, got to do your research before you invest in these coins. You're going to lose some money. I've learned this the hard way too. So it comes at the same thing with the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. It's really important to do your research instead of just listen to some guy on YouTube, including me. Okay, I'm going to encourage you to do your own research, but don't take "trust me, bro" as advice. It's not good advice. So I'm going to start with I have a lot of Vietnamese dong. I have had almost twice as much Vietnamese dong as I had dinar, but I've increased my dinar holdings this year because I believe that thing's about to kick off. But the Vietnamese dong, I reached out to 3 different people and asked for some help. One of them told me they would reach out to me, and they said, yes, be happy to help you, but I never heard from them again. And I reached out to them 3 different times. 2 other people I reached out to, and they just blew me off. And one of those guys, I was paying for that service. So I decided, you know what? I'm good at research. I'm good at due diligence. I'm going to go figure this out because I have family members who are invested in this too because they believe in it. So here's what I found. And I wish I could screen share, but I'm not set up for that. I am when it comes to technology. I'm really good with audio, really good with sound. I've been in music since 1986. But when it comes to the video stuff, I'm still learning some stuff. So please bear with me. So today on X, I made this post. I launched it at 2:22 this afternoon Eastern time, and I do have to make a clarification here because I did a typo. But if you go to my post, it'll read, this is what is documented for Vietnam and the VND. The FTSE Russell reclassification of Vietnam from frontier to secondary emerging market status takes effect on Monday, September 21st, 2026. That is 45 days from now. That's like a month and a half, okay? I'm really excited about that. Vietnam will be removed from the FTSE frontier indices in a single step at that September 26th review, and they've earned it. Inclusion into the FTSE Global Equity Index Series, also known as the GEIS, and related emerging market indices like the FTSE Emerging All Cap, FTSE Emerging, FTSE All World, FTSE Global All Cap, okay, and I have those all in parentheses, is implemented in 4-phase tranches over a 1 year to allow an orderly transition and to manage capital inflows. September 2026, effective September 21st, 2026, we have an initial weighing of 10%. Okay, so so at first they're going to weigh it at 10%. Then in March of 2027, they're going to add an additional 20%. Okay, increase, 20% increase. This cumulative 30%. Okay, and then June, so just another 3 months, around June 21st, an additional 35%. So we're at cumulative of 65%. Okay, and then by September 2027, probably around the 20th, we're at the final 35%, gives us a full 100% inclusion into the FTSE Russell. Okay, so the FTSE Russell does create genuine upward pressure on the Vietnamese Dong through foreign portfolio inflows. And there's a lot of interest in Vietnam because of manufacturing and, the quote unquote Cold War with China right now, manufacturing war with China, and all the sanctions and stuff. We still have sanctions on Vietnam. That should be noted right now, but we're talking about lifting them. So it is my opinion that the Vietnamese Dong will appreciate over that 1 year time frame. I put a 2 year time frame, and that was a typo. It should say 1 year time frame. Okay, and this is based off of my opinion and my opinion only, based off of what I'm reading here. Okay, I did invite people to give me other support, other evidence. I'd really like to see it. If you have any evidence to show that this is going to pop off the same time the dinar is. I mean, everyone tells me, it's going to happen at the same time because they're so closely intertwined, and they're not like they used to be. They used to be really much intertwined when Saddam Hussein was in power, but we stepped in and handled that, right? They do get their oil from Iraq, but other than that, like they're going independent. They're building their own power plants and their own energy. And this whole oil crisis because of the Strait of Hormuz has really woken them up. Okay, and they're busting a move right now to get energy independence. So if anyone does have any evidence to support that the Vietnamese Dong is revaluing in the immediate term, okay, so let's just say today, or because a lot of gurus like Wolvie and TNT Tony, they're saying the dinar is going to revalue this weekend. I hope so. I really do. But we hear this crap all the time. So, but if you have any real evidence, I'd like to see it. I'd like to take a look at it. I'd like to read it. But this is what I found, and I can't find anything else. So anyways, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe to my channel. I'm just branching off from X over here. I love working on X. It's so much easier than doing videos every day. But I kind of enjoy the videos a little bit too, and I've been practicing a little bit since I had a couple of guest interviews. But anyways, God bless you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and make sure you check out the links in the description, okay? Take care. Bye.